he directed and co-wrote the 2016 Ghostbusters reboot that reimagined the series with all female leads. And Paul Feig was incensed on Wednesday when he apparently learned that his film, which ultimately lost money at the box office, had been left out of a new box set collecting the rest of the movies in the Ghostbusters franchise. The 59-year-old Freaks and Geeks creator tweeted that the studio's decision must have been a mistake as he highlighted his film's connection to the rest of the Ghostbusters series. The newest entry in the series, Ghostbusters: Afterlife, will be released on February 1, 2022, on Blu-ray and 4K Ultra HD versions, while the Ghostbusters Ultimate Collection box set will be released on the same day. The set contains the first two Ghostbusters films from the 1980s, along with the latest sequel, but fans won't find the 2016 version starring Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones and Chris Hemsworth. Feig questioned the exclusion of his film on Twitter, while noting that it was a major part of the franchise because of the participation of the surviving original Ghostbusters stars. At Sony Pictures, I know this must be a mistake. We do have a lot of fans and Bill, Dan and Ernie were in it and it won the Kids' Choice Award for Best Feature Film the year it came out. So, I guess this was just an oversight?" Feig tweeted, adding the hashtag #WhereYoGhostbusters. So far, Sony hasn't responded to Feig's post. His film was a success with critics, and the film currently holds a respectable 74% fresh rating from reviewers surveyed by Rotten Tomatoes. However, audiences were less enthused about the new face of Ghostbusters, and the film was beset on social media by a wave of misogynistic posts on social media around the time of its release. The comedy earned an impressive $229 million at the worldwide box office, according to Box Office Mojo, but it was ultimately a loss for the studio due to the film's $144 million budget and its expensive publicity campaign. Ghostbusters 2016 was intended to launch a new Ghostbusters universe starring the four-comic actress, but its financial failure led the series to be rebooted against, this time helmed by original director Ivan Reitman's son Jason Reitman. Ghostbusters: Afterlife was more coolly received by critics, but it was a relative success at the pandemic-era box office. So far, the film has earned $174.8 million worldwide, and it had a much more modest $75 million budget. The film, which takes a much darker approach to the comic franchise, stars Paul Rudd and again features appearances from the surviving original Ghostbusters. Dan Aykroyd, who starred in and wrote the 1984 original with the late Harold Ramis, previously lashed out at Feig following the 2016 film's failure during an appearance on the British talk show Sunday Brunch in 2017. He criticized Feig for overspending on his film and said he will not be back on the Sony lot anytime soon because of the commercial failure. He claimed that the cost overruns were partly because Feig had ignored his advice about how to craft the comedy. The director, he spent too much on it and he didn't shoot scenes we suggested to him. Several scenes that were going to be needed, he said, no, we don't need them. And then we tested the movie and they needed them, and he had to go back, about $30 to $40 million in reshoots, he explained. However, he added elsewhere that he was happy with the movie.